chapter of Shift 6 carnage. So we got ourselves a 2006 SRT-8 Wagon. We only made these for a couple years. There was only 4,000 ever made. So I actually owned one of these before, and I got hit in the back and it got totaled out. So I always loved them, but they were super fun. It's kind of a, I don't know, kind of a unique niche type of thing. But got this at the auction. Obviously it was crashed. It has no brakes, and we found that out the hard way getting off the truck, off the transport truck, because I literally almost crashed into some cars because it just really rolled. But as you can see, it's been hit heavily pretty good here. This whole apron's pushed back. The frame rail is just a little bit pushed over to the side, so we're going to straighten that out. Got to replace this whole apron. Everything here in the motor is destroyed, so we're going to have to replace pulleys, radiators, all that such. Over here, it's not too bad. If you come over here, body for the most part is pretty good shape. I mean, it's beat to hell because whoever had it didn't take care of it. This thing's all crispy and so is everything else. But all in all, I mean, it's got good bones. It's an SRT-8, you know, per VIN. So we got it from someone who's clearly a trash pig because they never cleaned it out and there was so much garbage in this thing. We're gonna have to spend some time getting rid of it. But anyway, so here's the hatch of it. Got to replace the battery because there's no power in it. But over here on the driver's side, it's not too bad either. So basically, front flip forward is what we're going to have to do on it. The interior is kind of hammered too. If you look inside here, seats are trashed, disgusting over there. Keys falling out. Back one isn't terrible, but it still needs to be cleaned. So we'll have to look at getting some upholstery. Not real sure what we'll do. Probably get some wide body wheels and tires for it to make it a little more modern, plus all the little aesthetics. So this will be quite a project in the making. So as we post videos, hopefully you're patient with us because, well, it's an 06 and they don't make parts for them at the dealer anymore. So I'll have to look at and source it from eBay, pre-owned vehicles, and then also probably your local auto parts store. So without any more explanation, we're going to start tearing this front end apart so we can actually move this thing and see what kind of damage we're dealing with.
Yeah, won't you give it to me? Yeah. Side to side, then front to back. I love it when you do it like that. Don't give it to me. Yeah, don't give it to me. Then front to back. I love it when you do it like that. Don't give it to me. Yeah. Don't give it to me.
All right, here's it apart. As we can see on the engine, it ripped the belt off. This stuff looks pretty beat up and old. It's gonna have to be refreshed, but the whole power steering pump took a massive hit because this is where the accident hit on this side. Destroyed and shattered this pulley and destroyed and bent this hose. The rest of everything else looks actually really healthy. It's just rusty and gross, which I'm gonna have to do a recondition part of it. If you look here, you can see that this apron is completely pushed back. And then what it did, the accident snapped that. So basically, it steers terribly, and then couldn't steer before because this whole thing was pushed down up on top of the tire when the guy brought it to me. So we had to use some toe chains, which you can see the rip hole here, and that's how we were able to get it to steer. So yeah, we're just tearing everything off right now to basically do kind of a ground up build. So far so good. Stay tuned. Here's the carnage. Twin radiator fan. Took a beating. The fan actually broke out of it, and there it is right there. Here's our support, and we took the tank out. That thing's trash too. And then we have a couple good things. The trans cooler survived. The crash sensors are good. The belt snapped right in half, so all the pulley pieces are all busted in there. So That'll require a whole new assembly there, and then that way it'll all be fresh and good to go. Today is the day we are going to basically do a ton of upgrades, replacement of old dilapidated parts on this Dodge SRT-8 Magnum wagon that I've got. So bought this thing from the auction. It was crashed, of course, and after doing some analysis of it, it looks like whoever had this car didn't take care of it ever. And obviously I'll show you some pictures or some videos here in a second. But all of the brake lines are completely like just rusting out and brittle as hell. So I'm assuming this accident came from having a brake failure and slamming into something. So let me flip it around and I'll show you what we're gonna do to this thing. So on the motor here, as you can see, it's a complete mess because the impact happened right here and this whole shock tower is pushed up. So what happened is it shattered this coolant reservoir, the power steering, everything that's connected to it. And then these are the brake lines, but these things literally just sheared off and broke. And if I look through it a little bit deeper, if I'm coming through some of these lines like down in here, they're all just rotted. Like if I come in down the side there, those ones that rub against the engine, those ones are just dilapidated. But it's got a busted throttle body. The injectors are so old, they're literally just cracking, as you can see there. The whole thing needs a pressure wash, basically a repaint. So if you look here on my pile here, this is the old engine cover, which I had to order a new one, but we've got new hoses, new everything, every power steering pumps. We've got the new master cylinder, water pump, all the pulleys, every single thing, new intake for it, upper radiator hose, obviously new radiator, and then obviously a new AC condenser. So we're gonna put all of this stuff on this engine today. So it basically replaces all of this rusted, nasty nonsense that probably will fail very shortly, who knows? I mean, this hose looks like it's got all kinds of crap inside of it. So I got a whole new hose assembly, new thermostat, water pump. We'll clean the alternator up, make sure it's good to go. And then obviously we'll clean this whole engine bay up. So first comes to first, I'm gonna go pressure wash this thing so I'm not working with nasty grime. I'll get to it. It's been a little bit of work to get this engine looking a little bit better. I haven't even done the spark plugs or the oil change or fuel injector change, but I'll be doing that soon. The next thing I'm doing right now is, if you look here, I'm doing this is the AC condenser, and here I'm doing the new radiator and then the fans. So I'm gonna start putting those in right now so I can fill it with fluid so I can run it up to temp after I do the spark plugs and the fuel injectors, because that'd be dumb because it'd be super hot to do. So I'm gonna do that full tune-up. Then once it goes, we'll give it a fire for the first time after I've got everything assembled, and hopefully she sounds good and runs well, because it's definitely been misfiring and running a little bit crappy. So I'll get to it. Well, this car is quite a bit of work, more than I thought. I thought, we'll just slap the engine stuff together, and no, that's not the case. The injectors were super caked, broken, there's all kinds of crap in them. So I changed those out, put Hellcat injectors in it to get a little extra fuel, so when I tune it, it'll work together well. Got the radiators installed, as you see there, and then got the fuel injectors swapped out. Now I'm going to do the spark plugs, as you can tell here. I don't know if you know about this, but these Hemis, these bad boys have 2 spark plugs per cylinder. So anytime you do a tune-up on them, it's expensive. So, especially the iridium tip ones. So I'm about to change out not 8, but 16 spark plugs. So get them all swapped out, fill it full of coolant, and we'll see how she runs. I'll get to it. Now, I'm telling you, I look like a dirty, sweaty, greasy pig because that's how I feel. This is probably the least favorite car to work on when it came to changing spark plugs. Talk about a tight fit, holy crap. But it runs a lot smoother now. It's whisper quiet. As you can hear it running behind me. It's idling good. It's just burning off some of the old brake fluid and old stuff that got spilled on it when it got into the accident. But runs and drives good. I just got to connect the transmission cooler and the power steering cooler lines, all of those things. But got to wait for those parts to come in, because those lines I had to order because I didn't realize I didn't have them until today. So anyways, just coming along. Gonna make this one a pretty cool project, so stay tuned to see what happens. I got all the new brake lines in. When I started taking this car apart, I was curious why it didn't have brakes. In fact, I almost ran off the trailer when I was getting it delivered, and I was like, why does this thing have no brakes? It made no sense because everything was connected. But looking a little further, it looks like there had been some corrosion from probably salt water on the roads or whatever, from salt, like snowy conditions. So a lot of the brake lines were pretty much rotted and pretty much leaking fluid everywhere. So I think that's how this accident happened, is the guy lost his brakes finally, because it finally just gave way to the weak part in the steel brake line. So I had to order an entire kit because finding these was not easy. So what I decided to do is I looked it up online and found this place. It was only like 220 bucks for the entire set. I mean, we're talking every single steel brake line on this car delivered, like 2-day shipping. It was amazing. So I've got all of the brake lines here. I'm gonna flip it around and show you real quick. So as you see here, that is all of the steel brake lines from the front and the back. Now they do have some bows in them because that's how they pack them in a box. But if you look in here, you can see some of these brake lines are just absolutely rotted and busted in half. And you can see they're already starting to go on their way out, all the way up to the master cylinder up there. But even across here, these are all bent and destroyed from the wreck anyway. So I'm gonna get all the front brake lines done real quick, and then hopefully we'll get some brakes. I did get the power steering fluid and reservoir all installed. So now I have power steering again, which is great because this car is a heavy pig. So I'm gonna go ahead and start tackling that and hopefully get some brakes in this thing.
And if you wanna go, won't you go my way? Road to her now, it'll all be okay. Side to side, then front to back. I love it when you do it like that. Don't give it to me. Yeah. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. Yeah. Don't give it to me.
After a long wrenching time, I got these stupid brake lines all ran in there, all in down here, and all the way up under there to the brake booster. I gotta fix this shock tower because it's pushing that brake booster up, but there's no leaking right now, but just gotta get the brakes bled now so I actually have some brakes. But holy crap, that was some intense work. Man, that was a lot of work. I didn't realize those steel lines are such a pain in the butt to do, but it's kind of a given when they're already pre-bent and you got to try to fit them in tight spaces. But we got it done. Now I just got to get the brakes bled, and now I'll have brakes. Got the power steering going, of course, like I said. That way it'll be safe to bring to the body shop so they can do the frame straightening on it. And then that way, once it's all straightened up, we can put it all together, start getting it ready for paint, and also for like the interior and things like that. So yeah, lots to go on this car. It's going to be a pretty long project, but I think we'll come out pretty good with it. I think it'll be a really cool looking ride with different wheels, tires, exhaust, performance mods, some tuning, things of that nature. So, all right, we'll get to the next one.
Every word generated, and if you wanna go